Get back, Link. Yeah, you listen to him or whatever it is. But I had no comments on that. Didn't look suggestive or anything, but that was awesome. And somehow Link has the Master Sword in this cutscene, although clearly I got the Goron Sword with me. Well, yeah, nice job, Link. That's the smartest thing to do. Screen had to go black there. Just had to. Couldn't have possibly kept it. Looks like they're coming around. Yeah, that's a good sign, but whatever. It's a video game. Even if we had died, we would just respawn anyway. Terrible things happen. The evil shadow spirit has done stuff or whatever. Impala, leader of Kakariko village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit at the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. Yeah, well, I'm sure it can't be much match for us. If we could see it, it'd be better. Impala's gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she'll be in danger without any help. Link, Impala's one of the 6 sages. Spoiler alert much? There's an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. Yeah, you'll see what I mean in a few minutes, but it's not exactly behind. Or underneath the graveyard. It's more behind the graveyard, right? Messed up my words there. The Nocturne of Shadow. And another song. This is actually one of our favorite songs in the game. The Nocturne of Shadow. Yeah, it just sounds good. And we got the Nocturne of Shadow now, as if that cutscene would have played if we hadn't learned the Nocturne of Shadow. It's like if the message of you got an item thing came up if we didn't get an item. Where was I going with that? I really don't know. But anyway, we could go to the Shadow Temple now. And the controller is vibrating here. I think that means the Stone of Agony is going off. Must be some secret nearby. There's a piece of heart, I want to get it. Is there anything there? Oh yes, there is. I didn't even know about this. What's down here? It's probably not a piece of heart, because I got all the heart pieces in the Ocarina of Time 3D. Redeads, that's great. Can't be much of a reward for here. Oh, dang it. Still, this looks very suggestive. One jump attack from the Goron Sword will instantly kill a Redead. It's quite helpful. I'm gonna bet this is like a purple rupee of some kind. Well, there's only one kind of purple rupee. I don't know what I meant by that, but... Oh, it's a huge rupee. This thing is 200 rupees. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Well, guess you'll learn something new about this game every day, and still counting the rupees. I like doing this. I like charging up a spin attack, going up to this tree. It's like hitting the tree constantly every time you're doing it. But as I was saying a few seconds ago, before the Stone of Agony started going off, we could go into the Shadow Temple now, but we don't have the not exactly required item. Yeah, it's not required, but it's meant to have in the Shadow Temple in order to get through it. And we cannot get it as an adult. We'll have to be a kid for this. So I'm using the Prelude of Light here to easily get back to the Temple of Time. Who am I? Okay. I'm just gonna go over here and become a kid again. And something interesting, just like in that cutscene in the village there, Link has the Goron sword clearly here. I'll do it from this angle. And now, as soon as you press the button, he has the Master Sword. I don't know what's up with that, but... Anyway, bottom line, we hit the sword in the thing, and we do stuff, and we're a kid again. Okay, now you want to play the Nocturne of Shadow. And go back to Kakariko Village. And this is what I meant by, like, the Shadow Temple is not exactly underneath the graveyard, as you will see in just a second once we get there. So here we are in the graveyard. You can see the Shadow Temple is actually down there, which is clearly behind the graveyard. It kind of looks like it's underneath it, but not really. And you can see there's all these torches there, which would be the only required time to use Din's Fire in the game. But we're not going to be doing that yet, because we still have to go through this thing, Kakariko Village, as a kid. And, turns out earlier in the game, I went to the trouble of buying a Hylian shield from the, market, I think it was. And turns out you can just pull back this grave here in the graveyard and get a free Hylian shield. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier in the walkthrough after I realized you could do that, but I wish I'd known that when it was actually time to get the Hylian shield right before Death Mountain earlier in the walkthrough. Anyway, what you're going to want to do here is just come up here and go into the, not the well, the windmill, sorry. I can remember that for a second. So you're going to want to go up here and play the Song of Storms. Because back when we learned it as an adult, he said 7 years ago a mean kid came in with an ocarina and played the song, which is kind of messing up the flow of time if it hadn't happened yet, but later you go back in time 7 years then do it. And yet somehow earlier he already knows. Confusing. Anyway, for some reason making it rain will drain the well here. Which you'd think it would just make the... You think it would, like, flood the well, but for some reason it drains it. I really don't understand the logic in that. The non-existent logic in that. Excuse me, can I get down here? Anytime today? I don't care if I took damage. Anyway, we're finally in here now. And this is the bottom of the well. Considered to be, by many Zelda fans, the creepiest area in any Zelda game ever. Yeah, I'll admit it, this place is not very unsettling in some areas. There's a cool tool there. Not that bad, but anyway, back to this unsettling thing. Or actually, first of all, I should mention you can walk through that wall. I mean, yeah, there's like some areas you can see, or I think this is one of them here. You can see what is believed to be blood on these rocks here. Or no, I don't think that's the actual blood. It's in here. You can see blood on the wall right, or on the floor right here. Disturbing. Gotta wonder whose blood it is. But anyway, bombing that, let's just get down here and it'll give us, I think this is a key, or no, this is a bomb shoe. I mean, I haven't showed off bomb shoes yet. They're not required as of this point in the game, but they're basically bombs that you can put down and they'll like go and eventually they explode. Probably wasn't the best way to describe it. There's something in here too. I think this is a key as well. Or not as well, I think this is actually is a key, and yes it is. That was right that time. Yeah. There's a like in there. Oh yeah, you can go through here. And there's another locked door once you walk through here. Walk through what I do best. Can I get it? Can I shoot these guys? You gonna die today? die. And if he would die too, that would make me happy. So happy. Nintendo Capri Sun. He's awesome. Not anywhere near as good as I am, though. What's down here? I don't think there's anything. So yeah, as you saw, I failed there. And if you fall in certain areas of this place, this is the basement of the well. And it's just as creepy as the other areas of the well. And my battery is running low. That's a thing I haven't had to say for several videos. There's a Redead down here. And it's actually good that that toxic liquid won't hurt you when you're stunned from the Redead. So yeah, just basically keep climbing up here and getting all the silver rupees. I think the last one's up here. Is it? Oh, yes it is. That'll open that. Get some hearts, magic, which will fill up those meters. I think there's something down here. No, that must be in Master Quest. Let's see, should I try and get that other key? Yeah, that was another key. Should I try and get that? I'm not sure. Could try and get this, but I think that there's like a pit there. Guess we go over this way. I might be thinking of the Master Quest, though. This place on the Master Quest is so confusing. And it's a Deku Nut, the most useless item in the game. That was so worth it. Watch for the shadows of... Now you tell me, Navi. Now you tell me. Oh yeah, I thought there was something down here. Blue rupees. Wait. Oh, that's kind of helpful. Hopes this to fill up that adult, or giant's wallet that I got last episode. Let's see, is there anything helpful in here? I'm assuming no. Being blow up. Hoping nothing behind me though. Redeads, I am not going for... Yes, I am. I was thinking of the Master Quest when there's like 5 or 6 Redeads there. Here there's only one. I got the thing again. That's like 2 other LPers referenced in this episode already. Okay, I'm back here. Yeah, what was I going with that? I don't know. Thankfully that liquid doesn't do much damage. I think it only does like a quarter of heart. I wasn't paying attention. Almost out because I got hit twice. Yeah, half a heart taken away. Anyway, I think I'm not going to go for the Skulltulas in this place, because the Skulltulas is what you need all the keys for. And it would just slow me down quite a bit, so... I think for now I'm just in this place, since I'm trying to get this done in this episode before my battery dies. Which my battery should be lasting quite a while here, since I've been using these rechargeable batteries. It's made my battery last so much longer. But yeah, I'm still trying to get this bottom of the well done in this episode. So I'm just gonna go and do the required stuff. To do that, it drains the water. Come back over here to where you entered. Which is... no, it's not over there. It should be over here. I guess we're here. And this should take us to the last room of the dungeon, where we will fight what's not exactly a boss, but more of a mini-boss, in order to get this thing that we need for the Shadow Temple. Or don't really need, but are almost required to have it unless you're really super skilled. Anyway, we're just gonna go in here. And as I just said, we're gonna fight this mini-boss. Can you do this with bombs? I think you can. I think I was reading up on Zelda Wiki about this. Anyway, if you let one of these hands grab you, brings this guy out. Which you haven't seen me yet. There he is. This thing is considered to be one of the most disturbing bosses ever in Zelda. Yeah, he is pretty disturbing, I'd say. So yeah, he burrows underground. You have to let one of his hands grab you again. Yeah, this thing's name is the Dead Hand, adding to its level of disturbingness. I don't know if that was even a word, but let me slash him here. Should have done a jump attack there. Would have done more damage. Now he's gonna come up here, right under me. Oh, there he is. See if I can get him on his way down. No, of course not. How many hits is this gonna take? Music's been seeming a little quieter than usual lately. Link's face when he does that. It's just awesome. Okay, well, let's try and kill him this time. There we go, 1 slash. And this will bring this chest out. Allowing us to get the whole reason we came here, which is the Lens of Truth, and one of the extremely off-key ones. Or, not too bad this time, but yeah, this is the Lens of Truth. It'll allow you to see invisible stuff, which I think there's actually an invisible chest in this room, containing something very helpful that I saw from a guy who was doing a speedrun of this game. Another huge rupee, which we only really needed 46 of those rupees to max it out, but whatever, getting 200 is a close enough shortcut, I guess you could say. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the Castle Town now. Because, yeah, there is something I want to do in Castle Town. You can only do it at night, so I think this is the perfect time to do this. But with my battery right now, I don't think I can do it in this episode. Or, not with my battery. With the amount of time I have, with how long this video is so far. Actually, you know, I think I can squeeze it in. I'll try. It's not too long. But yeah, we're just gonna do this. As I said, you can only do this at night. It's over here. This shop will have lights on at night. That's what it means, it's only open at night. And this dog follows me in here, of course. And, the way this minigame works is, he gives you a key, and you have to guess which chest the key is in. The way you're intended to do this is with the Lens of Truth, by cheating. And seeing which key is, or which chest has the key. Because the other one has, like, a green rupee, or a blue rupee, or later a red rupee. Yeah, if you try and do this without the Lens of Truth, don't expect to even come close to winning this. In fact, I've tried several times to do this without the Lens of Truth. It's, like, absolutely impossible. It's downright up to chance without the Lens of Truth. But yeah, you start getting blue rupees, and now you're starting to get red rupees if you get it wrong. Which we're not going to be getting it wrong here. Keep getting these keys. And this is our ultimate reward for doing this. Extremely easy minigame by cheating and getting another piece of heart. If I had one more piece of heart, I could form a new heart container, which would actually be pretty nice before the Shadow Temple. So in the next episode, I think I'm going to go and look for another heart piece we can get. Or actually, I'm going to think about another heart piece I could get off screen one that's not going to be too insanely hard. 'Cause there is one that you can get with a long shot, but it's a real pain. So I'm not getting that, but yeah, as I said, I'll think of a heart piece we can get off screen. I'll get it in the next episode, and that way we can have 13 hearts for entering the Shadow Temple. So I will see you guys then.